2x4 here playing Outer Worlds for you. Today we're going to be starting a new game, and probably we'll do hard mode. I've never done that. I haven't played hard mode before, so we'll see what it's like. Okay.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Alright, so I was thinking of doing a standard barbarian build.
You could survive on the surface of Tartarus, briefly.
So high strength,
You're a few stars
low
short
intelligence,
of a constellation.
and high temperament, just for that HP
You're
bonus.
like that Spectrum potato chip, unruffled.
And I'll put 1 in charm to get our intimidation up. So the plan with this is, I'm going to take every dumb dialogue option. I'm also planning on playing as much as I can. Getting all the companions, playing through all the companion quests. I'm going to try to get as much out of this as I can. This playthrough as possible. We'll put skill points in
A pugilist.
melee.
How exciting.
And
Yes, I should pick someone likely to survive a hail of gunfire.
in defense, since we're going to be going a two-handed melee specialist. I have bureaucrat rank 0. The universe operates on laws, and laws require paperwork. Halcyon is no exception. If something isn't stamped, filed, unfiled, referenced, redacted, certified, indexed, and numbered, it might as well not exist. Birth certificates included. And we'll take this because it gives me a +1 in block.
I hope you're not going to demand a receipt.
We'll do mail. I'm not really big into heavy customization. Mostly just face, change the skin tone up a little bit, maybe, and put on some facial hair, and that's about it. Maybe the eyes, too. Let's go fire orange, because why not? Then hair. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Let's go with the mohawk. Because why not? And we'll just make it orange as well. Let's see. Let's give him a full beard, and we'll make his beard the same color as his hair. That looks about right. And we'll give him a scar of some kind. Oh, that's on the lip. Some kind of burns. Some scratches there. I think the beard's hiding that one. Some serious burns there. Kind of some scars that are fading. I guess the beard hides that one too. Some more burns. Well, let's go with that one. Give him a little bit of an age. And let's name him... Let's name him Graug. Why not? Yep, everything looks good. So, let's get started.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. Skip drive.
Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Alright, so I'm planning to not talk at all during the cutscenes. And I'm gonna try to keep it. I'm gonna try not to talk very much during the dialogue either. But I am going to read off all the responses. That way, people don't have to try to read all of it in case you're watching from mobile devices. Take that, Dorino. Sneak by these guys.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Go down here, break my leg. But since I got my Temperament all the way up. I should heal pretty quick.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Sit still, I'll patch you up. And that takes a medicine of 5.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
How are you feeling?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What's this about marauders?
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
And that looks like that's all I can say to him. I'm off. Leave conversation. Alright, get away from the explosive barrels.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Alright, and since I'm going to be a melee specialist, I'm going to equip the saber and pull that bad boy out. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Press the tactical time dilation, the TTD button, slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, while moving and attacking drains it faster. That TTD meter refreshes slowly over time. Ooh, they sound fun. Oh, wrong button. I did not know those guys could block. I haven't played this game before, but I am usually a firearms expert, so running around with melee weapons is kind of a new thing for me. Hacking and picking locks. Oh, damn. I need to go back and pick up those maglocks from this cave. That way, I can get my weapon of choice. Well, it won't be my weapon of choice, but it'll be the... It's a two-handed... Ah, damn it. It's a two-handed weapon, so it's more in line with what I'm trying to run this time. Ah, not what I wanted to do. Nah, if you can't tell, I'm not used to using time dilation either. It's something I'm planning on trying to do a lot more of this round, but hopefully before I use up all my Adreno. I believe I have new armor as well. It's a little bit better.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
It's just a landing violation. Let it go.
You out of your mind? No way. Once we've dealt with these marauders, I'm hunting that sick freak down. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
I'm going to use Intimidate because that is what the Barbarian would do. Guess I'll have to give you a 0 on your customer satisfaction survey.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go. Put him down! Playtime! Ammo, reload! Company ammo.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Alright. So let's loot these guys, because it'll be a good way to make some easy money early on. And I definitely have enough strength to carry pretty much anything they drop. Go into here.
please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Uh-huh.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Take that, take that. Ooh, is that better than what I got now? It is. So then, equipped in slot 3. Shall I explore the ship to see if I can get her to talk some more? There's a pretty good chance I'm going to be cut off from a lot of stuff, so...
Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person.
Oh. No, I don't want to do that.
Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value. All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder. Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Alright, I think that's about all I can do for right now.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you going to do? Self-destruct?
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dumb option. Great. Great, I'm getting shot into space twice in one day.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne's ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
He met my escape pod alright, head first.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Dumb option. Wink and, or nod and smile.
Excellent. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Engineering 5. I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, Ada, I got it. Thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
So it doesn't seem like she has a lot of different dialogue options for you, so let's level up. Let's see. I'll dump it into dialogue to get my intimidation up. Companion abilities, got it. Combat dialogue abilities, got it. Perk, got it. Let's increase my health. Because I'm gonna need it. That little weapons
If your
icon
equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
seems like this yeah, the tossball stick's got a little bit of damage, so, and I think repairing it at one of these benches makes it a little bit cheaper, but you can repair it out in the world, I think.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't have a job.
I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. Looks like there's a little camp or something up there. Let's go. Go check it out. Sweep that leg so they can't run. Woo! I'm kind of liking this melee build. This melee combat. Okay, so this thing still does more damage than the trip blade does. Hmm. Come on, turn around. There we go. Ooh! Yeah, I don't know why I made him just explode just by hitting him in the back of the head. Well, that was weird. And there's Edgewater. With that goofy moonhead guy.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Running around in a Marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea.
Why do you say that?
It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a Marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by him. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
I never got your name. My name is Graug.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Dumb option. Junior in humor? Like a comedian?
Nah, I ain't that fancy. I just dig holes in the ground and fill them with dead folk.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the Junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Yeah?
This town must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
You're not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
How long have you been a junior in humor, gravedigger, whatever?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
You mentioned those fees You mentioned those fees before. Can I help you collect?
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
There's something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
You lose a lot of people to marauders?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
What are they after? Loot?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay.
Thanks for your time. Leave conversation. I think I'm going to go get Frivari before I start collecting those grave site fees, because I think she'll add some things to the conversation. So, this is the Walmart of the universe. Alright, through here. And we hit that button. It's not the worst elevator music.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with... well, not fish.
Alright now.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
Uniform? What are you talking about?
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repaired. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think those people will take kindly to losing their power. Or, you mean marauders? Marauders aren't people.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters. Former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame those workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. And now I have a companion. Companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help you in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carry capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the Inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the Companion Ledger.
mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we chat? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Is this is about the deserters? So what other side?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them, they were your friends, or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
I can't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright. Yeah, I really like Pravati. For some reason I think she's kind of like a little dog or something. Kind of just excited to be anywhere with anyone. And far too innocent for her own
It always
good.
felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
How do you know I'm an outsider?
I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Dumb option. You may be right, Pavarti. I don't know hardly any numbers, and I do just fine.
Ah, excuse me. I'm suddenly experiencing quite an amazing headache.
Pavarti wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to Adolin's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Dumb option. Can Pavarti get that treated by a Sawbones?
I see today we'll be conversing without metaphors. I'd guess her condition is incurable. It's unlikely to be fatal, but she may feel more heartache than most.
Could you maybe stop talking about me like I'm some kind of weird bug?
What do you think of Adeline's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Dumb option. Handsome. What kind of weirdness you all into around here?
What? You seem the perfect type to go blindly into the wild on a suicidal quest. I'm looking for a journal, a handwritten book, with the name M. Bokonu on the cover. I'll pay you to find it.
Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
You make a compelling argument.
Glad we see eye to eye.
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
All right. Now, I'm trying to remember where
I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of the...
I'm trying to remember where the general store is so I can sell some of this crap I picked up. Is that it? Nope.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Once you got your health.
While I'm here, I might as well pick up some
I've
bounties.
never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
If you need help with your marauder problem, I'm for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
I've got questions for you if you don't mind.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
All these are bad options, so I'm just gonna leave the conversation.
Wish we had some better rations.
There's the cannery. Yeah, I'm sorry guys if this is a little bit boring. There it is. Just trying to see if I can find some better stuff.
Not since the vending machine incident.
Oh, Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
What incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Let's see what you've got
Music
for
to
stuff.
my ears.
Merchant skill. Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill, and is used to negotiate prices when buying and selling from vendors. Pretty standard stuff. Let's look at weapons to sell. I don't need that one anymore. Not using the pistols, so we'll sell those. Might keep the sawed off to get the Parvati, and I don't need the trip blade. Alright, let's see about getting some better armor. Oh, wow. Yeah. So none of that till I get a little bit more money.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
But I could probably put... This is where I manage my companion's gear and armor. And I think their perks are here too. Is that any better? Nah, it's not. Let's put a helmet on her at least. And then we'll start the grave matter.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Dumb option. Where?
Wait a second. I heard marauders don't talk much. You can talk just fine. Did Mr. Thompson send you to put the fear in me? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Perception. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
So you're Mr. Martin Abernathy.
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Knows what?
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast. I've got questions.
I'll do what I can.
Why can't you just buy medicine yourself?
I tried medicating myself with Adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
I assume there are guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
What can you tell me about these marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anything I should know about the community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
You're taking an awful risk trusting me, you know.
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I'll leave you be.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Persuade 15. Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it. You're trying to get... You need someone to smuggle you medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law-breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Yeah, guys, I know. I'm sorry there's not a whole lot going on right now, but... This is kind of part of the game, you know? A whole lot of just going around and talking to people.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
That's an awful thing to say.
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
What are they going to do? Arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
He was a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I'll let you get back to work.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Merciful law. Is that a Marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Dumb. Listening to you makes my head hurt.
This is what happens when you eat with your fingers. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
I don't understand a word you said.
I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. The company's going to have to call it for what it is. destruction of Spacer Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and no one's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G.
What can I do for you?
Sounds like you had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if we use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Persuade. I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
I found a note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss
them. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Are you sure about
this? I'm
this?
sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
That's horrible.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Goodbye. Alright, let's level up. I'll dump some into leadership to make my Bavari a little bit stronger. And then there's just one more gravesite for you to go. Yeah, so for those of you who have never played this game, it's pretty messed up. It's a hard to describe. It's kind of a dark comedy.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you babbling about?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Dumb option. Well, fuck me.
Oh, they mean to. Just you wait. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Dumb option. What can I do to stop the coming apocalypse?
You can gird yourself in the armor of righteousness, soldier. From this moment on, you are a proud member of the Resistance. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use a few pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Silas sent me. You owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the Resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Lie 5. He sure did, and asked me for a little extra to furnish the Resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent? A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
I'll be leaving. Alright, we'll go turn in the gravesite fees first and get paid. Then we'll go see about this scout. Then I think after that we'll probably go after these bounties. Then see about picking up some better armor. After we got paid.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Hey, about those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
All done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Persuade 6. I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Hoping for something a little more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Let me ask you something else. Have you heard any news about the Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
I don't understand. Are you saying everyone's forgotten about us?
Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some Zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you.
I don't understand. They said the colony was expecting us.
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
Where's the trouble in asking a question?
Trouble's in the asking. Board don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I.
I'll leave you be. Alright. Then we'll change to Die Robot. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Can't unlock that. Nothing in there. Take that, take that, take that. Take that. Oh, is that a... Yeah, that's an enemy. I'm hunting space dogs. Take that to sell. Kane Van Acker, Spacer's Choice Ethologist, assigned to Terra 2. This week I've decided to study Porteray mating habits. The female Porteray leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something bright or shiny. Then they build displays with these objects and perform what I can describe as a dance for an audience of males. If the male likes what he sees, the two go off and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site. Don't be late. I expect punctuality from my assistant. Oh. And there's the assistant. Wow. They hurt a lot. Those hurt a lot more than I thought they were going to hurt. Adrenatine. And that looks like that was all that was over here. Let's go see about this robot.
Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me
to. Engineering 10. Dumb option. No, I'm just gonna give it a good smack.
Ooh, ow, could you not? I mean, it's a mechanical, sure, but that just seems mean.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Oh, hey, don't you owe me something for the repair?
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
This is ridiculous. I'm done. So, I've played through this before, and if you don't have the dumb dialogue options, you actually have to have a higher engineering score in order to make that repair. So that was kind of interesting. I really didn't see that one coming.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You don't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its headcase? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You're hiding your secret weapon in a lavatory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
I'll let you know if I find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Oh, I forgot how pretty that ring effect is. Alright. I might have enough money to pick up some new armor now.
Something got you down?
Nothing.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. Music to my ears.
Let's see what you got. Can sell that. I don't need it. Don't need a hibernation suit. Sell the bread. I need that. Plus base health by 25. Maybe I'll keep that. I'll keep the rest of it. Let's go after some bounties then.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside.
Then we should be able to pick up some actual gear. Okay. So the closest one is over here.
I used to skip rocks in the river until Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Ooh.
Here we go!
Ah, damn. Oh, God. Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, these guys are a lot tougher. Yeah, I don't know if I just don't have the kind of armor or weapons I need to take those guys down, or if I should wait till I got a second party member. It could just be that our weapons just don't do shit against them, because I think they're considered heavily armored, and I don't think standard damage does anything to them. Hardly does lower damage. Okay. Head for the grass.
Got it. Inside voices.
I don't see anyone around. Oh, there's one. Ah, shit. Ha-ha! Die! Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Okay. Ah, there you are. All right. Let's see what we got here. I can't fix that. Give myself a little bit more armor. We'll give, nope, her standard was better. Oh, son of a gun. Oh, man, that was... That was rough. I'm really gonna need to pick up some better gear fast. or I'm gonna have to be I'm gonna have to start fighting a lot more carefully. Okay, let's go for bounty number 2. No, that's not bounty number 2. Wait. Nope. She's still better with that pistol. Dang it. Okay. I think we're in the clear now. More of those little bastards.
Here we go! Don't mess with us.
Is that assault rifle? Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Take as many of these guys out at once as we can. Whew. Blade on stick. Let's loot the camp. Then I'll see about this blade on stick, see if it's any better than this, than what I'm using now. So I'm gonna try breaking down some of these, some of this stuff I can't use to see if I can fix that blade on a stick. If you can break this stuff down to get more weapon parts, which you need to fix. Guess I can't fix it unless I'm at a station. That might be an engineering skill. Yeah, I have to have 20 points in my 20 base skill points in engineering to do field repairs. So next time I level up, I might just do that. I'll drop a couple points in that just so I can fix things without a workbench. Oh. Oh, hey, what's that over there? I didn't know this was here. Extendo sites. Uh-oh. Well, oh, thank God. I thought I just broke the freaking game. Oh, that's a primal nest. Yeah, that's just death. So we'll be going around that. Okay, so that one is still alive.
Huh?
Here we go.
Where are you? Where are you? Okay. Drop 2 points into that so I can actually fix my stuff now. And we'll put the rest of it into defense. Moving over to another perk. Really don't need weight capacity yet. I'll raise my armor by 5 points. That. Alright, let's see about fixing this stick. Let's see if it's any better than what I got now. I think it's a few points higher right now, but I think that's just because the stick is kind of busted up.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They got this place mined up pretty bad. Ah, damn. Ah, that went poorly. I really hope it didn't make me have to start all over. But I think it auto saves when you level up, so I think we're just gonna be picking up right where we left off. Yeah, okay. Break that down. Fix that. So trying to fight these guys in the open is a bad idea.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
And there's a mine right on the other side of that. What to do? What to do? Ah.
You want what? Adrena time? Yeah, I'll get you some. Ah. Well, that didn't get very well. I need it so that Parvati doesn't do that. Doesn't get knocked out so fast, so she can draw some of their fire. That is exactly what I didn't want to happen. Ugh. Alright, so trying to get him in here is not a good idea. Or maybe, oh yeah, shit, I forgot I had food.
Let's... use some of that. And increase my armor rating. Oh, man. And we'll try... do a leg sweep. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, damn it. I might have to spend all this money buying medicine now.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Dumb option. Well, I'm pretty confused right now.
Hey, me too. But mostly because I just had my second dose of Adrenatime. I am so completely addled right now. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
I'm impressed. How'd you pull that off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrenatime, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable.
Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Are you from Edgewater?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
There was something else, actually.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
I'll be back. Yeah, I can't pick that. A little bit of money there. More ammo. Frozen dinner that's been sitting out, so don't know how it's still frozen. Spacer Chow. Dervish Mist. Oh yeah, I picked up better armor, didn't I? Some heavy armor. That's much better. I might actually be able to survive better now. Corporate service ship. All that's good for is selling. What do you say, Pavari? Do you like the grenade launcher? Not as much as the assault rifle, apparently. Nope, can't get into there. More ammo. More ammo. Ammo and things to sell. There's a grenade. Not a grenade, a mine. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Ah! Time to go back to Edgewater and collect the bounty and sell off all the junk I picked up. Actually, I think... Oh, that book... Yeah. I was right, that book is still here. Or over here, anyway. See what? What's in here? A bunch of stuff. Let's see. Message from Jay Bartel. Clement, I find I must disagree with your thesis about Earth doctrinates. Earth dictatoriate's place in the colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they've opened for us, I believe Halcyon and all the other colonies on the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces or war amongst themselves if the Earth Doctorate wasn't around to regulate trade and settle disputes. Do you think the corporations would accept the mandated inclusion of an Earth administrator if they had a choice in the matter? Jefferson. From C. Eldridge. Jefferson. Of course, I never dispute that Earth is the heart of the whole colonial system, but the real adventure and independent spirit upon which humankind truly thrives is to be found out here amongst the furthest colonies. I still think you're wrong about the history, though. The discovery of skip drive was not what gave Earth dictatorial power over the corporations. The high costs of the Great War left them in a weakened state, and the skip drive was simply the extra leverage the dictatoriate needed to return to power. Clemite. And that's all that's on this terminal. Let me know if you guys actually want me to read all that stuff off, because I know there are a lot of terminals in this game, and if you guys just really don't care about that stuff, I won't do it. Collector's letter. I just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery, effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia. But Scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them away in a cave by the river. Ah, I didn't know that was here. I think I just walked into a marauder camp. Yeah, that's what I thought. Little bastard!
No! Everyone all right?
Oh, that was weird. Oh, they're rabid. I don't ever remember seeing those things be aggressive before. Oh yeah, not even close. Shunt bypass. Nico pads. Alright. Nope. Man, I'm missing out on a lot of stuff. Since I can't really open any of these doors.
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Something to report?
I'm here to turn in a bounty.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
Hand over Guillaume Atrium's finger?
Gil Antrim.
Gil
Real
Antrim.
name, Guillaume. Duly
Guillaume.
processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. Was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me?
Hand over another finger.
Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork.
Hand over
Here
finger.
we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
What's this? Junior Deputy Constable?
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
Why do so many of your people end up marauders?
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That doesn't really answer my question.
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Marauders seem to like Adrena time.
Everybody likes Adrena time. It is the finest medical drug ever developed by Spacer's Choice. Much better than that crap anti-Cleo pedals. Sure, a little too much Adrena time can bring out the violent animal in you, but if overdosing on Adrena time turns you into a lunatic, you have only yourself to blame. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of Adrena time.
There was something else I wanted to ask you.
What's on your mind?
Goodbye.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
This is where the magic happens.
Modifications. See about repairs. Repaired hothball stick. Then we'll see about modifying it, because it's turning. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna continue to be stronger. Let's see about. We'll make the assault rifle Parvati's using a lot better. And I think break that down, 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 so we have weapon parts later. I'll hold on to the rest of it.
Science. But it still happens.
Now, let's see about buying some armor. I also need to probably pick up some more of that, some more medicine.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw. Music to my ears.
Let's see. We'll get this. So he has. I think that'll make things a little bit better. Sell all the junk pieces I have. Repair the stick. Okay, so yeah, this armor will be a bit better. This will be a lot better. All right. Oh, wait, no.
It's not the best choice. It's music to my ears.
Buy all of that. I think I'm alright with everything else. Well, I think that's gonna be it for tonight.
Inside those walls. You ought to know that.
I will definitely be playing this again. We'll be picking up right here next time. So have a good one.